This is a scary time. This isn't something that we are used to as a community or even in our country.
Following the deadly stabbings and manhunt in Saskatchewan, psychologists say it's extremely important to talk to children and keep them informed of what is going on. It's been a scary few days after 10 people were brutally killed in a stabbing rampage in James Smith Cree Nation. For Andrea Dixon, the horrifying events in Saskatchewan hit close to home.
It did create a lot of terror, and I in fact have a sister-in-law who lives in that area, so we were very scared. We were very nervous, and we're checking in with her regularly to make sure she was doing okay.
Dixon is a registered social worker and psychotherapist in Winnipeg. While events like these seem scary to kids, Dixon says honesty is the best policy. She says parents and teachers should be calm, reassuring, and should be open to all questions when discussing this matter to kids.
You want to be able to just allow them to ask questions. You don't know what's going through their minds, but their questions are basically telling you what is going through their minds. So in that regard, you can reassure them. But if you aren't answering their questions or you're kind of distracting them, those questions and worries aren't going away. They're just now going to keep them to themselves.
Leah Borchert is a certified therapist and specializes in working with children and young adults. She says parents and teachers should validate these fears to children.
It's okay to be afraid. There's nothing wrong with being afraid, but reminding the kids that even though it's normal to be afraid, that they are safe. That right now in this moment where they are, whether they're at home or that they're at school, that they are safe in this moment with the people that they're with.
Borchert says the situation is not hard just on kids, but for everyone.
It's so important for people to support each other. So that can look like you supporting your kid, being there for an extra cuddle or an extra story. It can also look like you reaching out to the people who support you in your life, whether that's a partner, friends, family, whoever you have, remembering that it's not just the kids, but you need support too.
Students across Manitoba are back in the classrooms this week, starting their first normal year of school in 2 years. Dixon says kids might be already stressed during this time, starting a completely new routine, so it's important to approach these conversations delicately.
This added stress might create a little bit more anxiety, a little bit more challenges when it comes to separation from caregivers. And so just to check in with kids, reassure them they're safe, and keep that routine as much as possible. Predictability is what keeps everybody calm.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.